Hello, Master Reviews is here, and we are on for a video game review. Yeah, I'm finally back to these, and this is a game that I really wanted to do for some time. I just had to replay it again to finally get a better chance of completing it. And it's a crossover, so all good for me. And what is it? It is Project Cross Zone 2 for the Nintendo 3DS. This was released 2015, I believe it was. Yeah, 2015. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Made by Monolith Software, who are one of creating the Xenoblade Saga for Nintendo and the Xenoblade Chronicles for Nintendo and the Xeno Saga for Namco. Yeah, they got purchased by Nintendo in 2008 and have been working solo with them, but before then they were working with Namco. So this is it's basically a mashup of Sega, Capcom, Bandai Namco, and a few Nintendo guests who go on an epic journey to prevent a catastrophe from happening. They've got a bunch of their enemies from a bunch of the heroes' rivals are all around causing havoc for their own personal agendas or working for the grand villain of this game, Uma, the villainous organization from Namco Cross Capcom. Yeah, so that's basically what happens. So you start off with the Namco Cross Capcom team, Reggie and Shalmu, are trying to stop Uma, their rivals, from destroying the world with these mysterious gold chains. They recruit a bunch of people who are from many different Capcom, Sega, and Nintendo games. Now, the interesting thing with this is that some characters are from the real world, so basically the Namco Cross Capcom characters, with the likes of the Resident Evil Revelations characters, or actually no, Resident Evil 6 characters. I mean, you've got Phoenix, you got the Ace Attorney characters, and the Tekken characters, all from one reality. You've got a few people from the past, so that's Sakura Wars and a few of the Devil May Cry characters, I believe. Characters from the digital world, so basically that's you've got I basically think the Strider series. You've got what was the character? I think it's Reconnaissance of Fate and the Hack series. Then you got the characters from Fantasy Worlds, or you got the characters from the future. So Mega Man, you got the Mega Man X, Captain Commando, and of course Strider. Then you've also got the characters from Fantasy Worlds. So that's basically so that's Tales of Vesperia and Xenoblade Chronicles and Fire Emblem. I'm sure there's something else, I believe. Maybe Nightshade, I forget. Well, anyway, regardless, all these characters converge together due to these mysterious gold chains. It's up to them to stop Uma, Shadaloo, and whoever else is going around messing up the reality of worlds. So that's basically what the crossover is all about. It's just a mishmash of characters and bad guys in their worlds. What I think helps is mostly the characterization, the writing, and the roster. I mean, all these characters combined together, they're all funny, their quips are amazing, and what they have to say about each other is all fun. The best scene, some of the best moments, I think, are the trial scene in one world where they have to bring in Miles Edgeworth to complete a trial, so he and Phoenix are... So it's nice to see Phoenix write and Edgeworth crash again, and Phoenix's reaction to everything that he gets into is all fun. Sega Sanshiro is awesome in this, and he's probably the best character in it. So it's nice seeing. So when he see him reunite with Sakura and a few other characters and interacting with other characters is cool, especially Nintendo ones. You've got the spa scene, the hot spring scene, which is you can only see after you complete the game once. I didn't play for it a second time. I just looked up online, which is pretty cool. So you see all the girls and everything. Vacheron is funny with everything he gets involved with the girls. Kiryu and Majima from Yakuza are also great in this as well. Yeah, there are a lot of great characters in this. Like, you'll quickly find the ones that you like the most, honestly. I would say my favorites are Goro, Majima and Goro from Yakuza. I mean, Kiryu, Goro Majima. Phoenix Maya, Chrome and Lucina, Segata, and I would say also Heihachi's also the whole Heihachi, Jin and Kazuya also great too. And I'll also maybe say Dimitri and Morrigan as well from Darkstalkers. And in terms of the villains, I mean, you got classics. I mean, you got the likes of Vile and Sigma, M Bison, Metal Face from Metal Gear from Xenoblade Chronicles, and a few others as well. In fact, I think you even see Kazuya's wife from Tekken as well. So yeah, that's all fun. The ending is my favorite part. In fact, this is actually probably one of my favorite endings in video games. I just love the characters interacting at this party that Dimitri and Morgan are hosting. The moves are all amazing for each character that they go through, because this is a tactical RPG. So each of these moves are basically fan service related, and they're all amazing. The level design, seeing all these buildings, even in small spaces, is all fun. All the classic locations from each of these worlds, even though I haven't played all of these games. Even though I don't know all these franchises, it's nice seeing them anyway. And the soundtrack, all the remixes. Of course, you got classic remixes from Ryu's theme, from Street Fighter to Turnabout, to pretty much all of some of the Trials themes from Ace Attorney to Segata Sanchiro's theme, which is all amazing. Would have actually liked to see a bit of vocals in Segata's theme though, but regardless, the soundtrack's really good. The remixes are great. Do I have any cons? Yeah, there are a few. First off, we only have 3 Gets Nintendo characters, and I would have liked more, honestly. I mean, some people said, I mean, you could have easily included the likes of Samus Aran and Little Mac. Maybe also include Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles and along with Fiora. You've got also, I guess you could also maybe find a way to include someone like maybe Knight Rider or something like that. Even include Mario and Luigi. That would have been amazing. And I guess Link as well. Yeah, Zelda. There was a lot of options you can do with Nintendo characters. Captain Falcon's one I would have loved to see. And even though it would have not made that much sense because he's a kid, any characters from Earthbound like Ness or Lucas would have been cool. Yeah, there's a lot you could have done with the characters. I would have loved to see more, but for Nintendo, but yeah, gives it more of a hope for a sequel, you know. The levels do drag on a lot, especially in the end game. I mean, the final fight is really long, honestly. In fact, a lot of the fights at the halfway point drag on a lot. And I'm sure that will cause a bit of problems for some gamers. But honestly, I just like the story and the characters, the writing for the characters and everything that kept me going through. But I know a lot of people would agree if the levels go on a bit too long. My brother seems to agree with that way. The gameplay can be a bit samey and tedious at times, but again, it just depends what sort of game you are. And the other fault is if this game just makes me want another sequel. I would like to see more, as I said, more Nintendo characters. Bring back some of the characters that appeared in the first Project Cross-Zone game, but aren't in this. They reference a bit of Namco across Capcom in this, so would have liked to see some of the animal characters that appear in it a little bit. What was that? Yeah, it would have been nice to see that. And of course, Bayonetta. I'd love to see her interact with Dante, like many people. And Hideki Kamiya has stated he would love to have Bayonetta in the third game. So I think that's basically the best fault you can give to a game, is that it makes you want more, makes you want a sequel, makes you want even more for this. So yeah, overall, I think Project Cross-Zone 2 is a pretty good game. I hope there is a sequel for Nintendo Switch. I really do, a third game, so we can get more characters and everything. But in the meantime, I recommend just giving it another go. It's a really good game. At least give it a shot. I'd say play this game for. If you don't want to just dive in and everything, I would say Project Cross-Zone 1 first, or even Namco Cross Capcom. That's the animal character I was thinking of, Knoa. But anyway, I think just you could just play this one. Honestly, it's a better game. Honestly, if you just want to dive in and play it, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 hat stars. Well, and that's my review. So what's next? I'll actually do a book review next, actually. But in the meantime, that's it for another review. So in the meantime, Hazmat Reviews is out. I'll catch you later for my next review. Ciao.